Finally, after almost 10 years, the assassins are returning to their game and named the Assassin Brotherhood. But just who are they? The most influential people in the Sengoku period of Japan, that is. Let's find out together. Some of the prominent figures in Japan who could have been linked to the assassins are 5 distinct people who will get their moments to shine, but we first need to talk about number 1, Oda Nobunaga. Story in Assassin's Creed Shadows begins with him rising first to a bit of power. Then he meets the Japanese assassins and he saw a plan. Because the assassins are stealthy and could kill anyone anywhere by simply sneaking into their base without being seen, he thought that he could use the assassins. So he proposed an alliance with them. The assassins would help him in unifying Japan, and after that he would help the assassins by upholding their creed. With this he was able to get the Sword of Eden. After that, he betrayed the assassins by raiding the Iga province, where the real world is. It's stated that it was the place where most ninja or shinobi came from, alongside another province, but I do not know that one, so we'll mainly focus on the Iga province. Oda Nobunaga ordered Yasuke to raid the village, where our next person of interest comes from, Fujibayashi Nagato. He came from the Iga province and not a lot is known about him, but it is said that he had even many different names. Truly, there is not a lot of information about him. Fujibayashi Nagato did rule a specific village in the Iga province. This is where he trained Fujibayashi Naoe, his imagined daughter. Naoe was trained by her father to be of some level as him in everything they do. After Oda Nobunaga orders his raid, we know that Naoe and her father survived because in the AC Worlds trailer, we see that they are happily playing the flute together, and in other cases they are also playing the flute together. After this, there really is not a lot known about him, but we can talk about our next person. Yamari Taka. He was a monk who also became an assassin. He was friends with the next person on the list. This man was stated to retrieve the Sword of Eden, but we'll get to that later. In the meantime, Yamari Taka was tasked to retrieve the Sword of Eden from Oda Nobunaga. We do know that he is active in the time of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we also know that he worked with the Chinese Brotherhood of Assassins. The last thing I can talk about is that he was influential in making the third great unifier of Japan. Let's now move into Yamari Taka's best friend who also helped him, Hattori Hanzo. He was a vassal of the daimyo who is the next and last person, so just wait out until we talk about him. Hattori Hanzo was also a ninja, trained in Iga. Aside from his assassin training, he also wanted to be able to do more. So, Hattori Hanzo was also trained as a samurai, and his skills as a samurai and the assassin was world class. Hattori Hanzo will also have a history with Oda Nobunaga, but that is for my next video, because right now we will talk about the third and last great unifier of Japan. Meet Tokugawa Ieyasu. He is the man who would become the shogun in the Sengoku period, from 1600 till 1668. Ieyasu also hated the Templars' influence and sought his squire to tell him about all Templar activity going on in Japan in his rule. On the 21st of October in 1600, Tokugawa Ieyasu defeated Ishida Mitsunari. On the 21st of October in 1600, Tokugawa Ieyasu defeated Ishida Mitsunari to become the shogun of Japan. This moment in history will later be called the Battle of Sekigahara. After the Great Battle of Sekigahara, Ieyasu would become the shogun and bring a long-needed time of peace for Japan. Subscribe for the Templar video, and if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching. Assassin's Creed Shadows building blocks for this game are laid out big. There is a lot of information about this, so I really want to talk about AC Shadow, so look out for more.